Big news in the capital. The front office is considering a move that will shake up the entire league. One of the most explosive running backs from the AFC East could be on his way to Washington in a move that would leave the NFC East trembling. The front office has already shown that they are not afraid to make aggressive moves, but this one would be epic. And that's not all. A speed demon from the draft has analysts screaming that we need to sign him. 17 sacks in one season. This quarterback hunter could be the missing piece our defense desperately needs. Meanwhile, a trade proposal with a team from the South could give us extra ammo in the draft. Sacrifice the 61st pick for 2 picks. The front office trench warfare is on fire. Smash that like button and subscribe if you want to know all the details. This is huge, folks. The Commanders are being linked to a move that would shake the entire league. Adam Peters hasn't stopped surprising us this offseason, and now he might be targeting one of the most explosive offensive weapons in the AFC East. Brees Hall, the Jets star running back, could be available for a trade after his new coach Aaron Glenn revealed plans to implement a running back committee. What does this mean? That the player who was once considered the cornerstone of the ground attack will now have to share carries in his contract year. Glenn literally said, "We have 3 running backs on this team that we're going to use as much as possible." Do you think a talent like Hall will settle for being part of a rotation when he's looking for a new contract? I don't think so. And this uncertainty has opened the door for the Commanders to enter the conversation. FanDuel Sportsbook has already speculated about a possible trade package that would include a 3rd-round pick in 2026. But let's be honest, do we really need to make this move? I say this, we already gave up our 2nd-round pick in 2026 to the Texans. For Tunsil, does it make sense to sacrifice more future capital? Luke McCaffrey showed promising flashes in his first year and deserves the chance to develop. Plus, this year's draft is full of talent at the running back position. Now I ask you, is it worth sacrificing future picks for Hall when we could find fresh talent in the draft? Peters has already shown his aggressiveness, getting Deebo Samuel Sr. for just a 5th-round pick and securing Laramie Tunsil to protect Jaden Daniels. These moves make strategic sense. But with only 5 picks available in the next draft, each pick becomes more valuable. Despite everything, knowing Peters' recent history, nothing should surprise us. If he sees Hall as the perfect piece to complement Daniels and take this offense to the next level, he might be willing to make the sacrifice. This is the kind of news that excites me. According to NFL.com analyst Chad Reuter, the Commanders should keep their eyes on Mike Green from Marshall, a pass rusher he describes as a true speed demon. Green isn't a name many have on their radar, but his numbers speak for themselves. Did you know this kid led the entire FBS with 17 sacks in his last college season? 17 sacks. And the most impressive part is that he had only managed 5.5 sacks in his previous 2 seasons combined. That's what I call a performance explosion. Reuters states that the Commanders have signed veterans to play on the edge, but they lack a true speed demon. And he's absolutely right. Green's flexibility and quickness would give headaches to opposing offensive tackles, and he's also willing to throw a bull rush if given the chance. I firmly believe our defensive line needs that spark of youth and explosiveness. We've built a formidable offense around Daniels, but to be true contenders, we need to improve our pressure on the opposing quarterback. Now I ask you, wouldn't Green be exactly what we need to complement our defensive unit? With the limited number of picks we have, we must seize every opportunity, and this kid could be a gem in the mid-rounds. The draft is quickly approaching, taking place from April 24th to 26th at Lambeau Field, and the decisions we make will define our 2025 season. If Green is available when it's our turn, it would be a mistake not to consider him seriously. Pay attention to this. Field Yates from ESPN has proposed a fascinating trade between the Commanders and the Saints that could benefit both organizations. According to Yates, the Commanders would give up the 61st pick in exchange for the Saints 3rd round 71st and 5th round 112th picks. For a team like ours, which only has 5 picks in this draft, getting an additional pick would be pure gold. Why would the Saints be interested? The experts suggest they could use that pick to secure a quarterback for the future. Despite the restructuring of Derek Carr's contract, his situation isn't guaranteed beyond this season. Spencer Rattler showed promising flashes in his rookie season, but as a 5th-round pick in 2024, he doesn't represent a definitive solution. I tell you this, these kinds of trades define smart teams. Dropping just 10 spots in the draft to gain an additional 5th-round pick is the kind of move that could give us the flexibility needed to address multiple needs. What if we use those picks to secure both the pass rusher we mentioned earlier and to add depth to our offensive line or running back cores? Wouldn't that be a smarter way to build this team than sacrificing future capital for a single player? Now I ask you, do you prefer Peters to be aggressive and go for an established running back like Hall, or to accumulate picks and build patiently through the draft? I've analyzed 3 possibilities for our Commanders, and each represents a different approach to building a contending team. First, there's the option of being aggressive in trades. This would mean seeking immediate impact players who can quickly and significantly elevate the team's level. Aggressiveness in trades often involves sacrificing future draft picks or young players with potential to obtain proven veterans who can contribute right away. This approach can be risky, but if done correctly, it can transform the team into a contender in no time. The second option is to look for explosive talent in the draft. This approach focuses on identifying and selecting young players with the potential to become stars. The draft is a powerful tool for building a strong and sustainable team in the long run, but it is also unpredictable. Finding the right talent requires a keen eye and a good dose of luck. A player like Green, a pass rusher with exceptional skills, could be a key piece to strengthen our defense and put pressure on opposing quarterbacks. The third option is to accumulate draft picks to have more opportunities to find talented players. This may involve trading current players or future picks for more selections in the current draft. The idea is that by having more picks, we increase our chances of finding players who can contribute to the team. This approach is more conservative and is based on the idea that quantity can lead to quality. I think the perfect combination would be to make the trade with the Saints to get more picks. Use one of them on a pass rusher like Green, and trust in the development of McCaffrey instead of sacrificing capital to get Hall. This approach balances the need for immediate talent with long-term building, ensuring we're not putting all our eggs in one basket. But now I want to know your opinion. Which of these 3 moves do you think would benefit the Commanders the most? Do you agree with my analysis, or do you have a different perspective? Your opinion is valuable, and I want to hear it. This channel is dedicated to bringing you the most comprehensive analysis and the latest news about our team. If you want to stay up to date with everything related to the Commanders, make sure to subscribe right now and turn on notifications. Don't miss any important updates, as every move and decision can have a significant impact on the future of our team. Be part of this family of true fans where we analyze every move, every rumor, and every decision that affects our team. There is no other community as passionate and knowledgeable as this. Together, we can debate and discuss the best strategies to lead the Commanders to success. And remember, hail to the Redskins!